95 in Ngwe, sitting at 23 kwacha 30 in Ngwe, while the Great British Pound is buying at 30 kwacha 29 in Ngwe, sitting at 30 kwacha 37 in Ngwe, where the Euro is buying at 26 kwacha 19 in Ngwe, sitting at 26 kwacha 26 in Ngwe. Well, South African Rand is buying at 1 kwacha 26 in Ngwe, and sitting close to 1 kwacha 27. This business snapshot is probably brought to you by EcoBank. So make sure that you open an account with EcoBank at your nearest EcoBank, and everything can happen on your phone. If you're using your USSD, it works out for you. You can make payments. You can do whatever it is. Pay for your water bills, electricity bills, everything using your bank account. So make sure you do that today. In the studio is somebody that I've never interviewed before, but hey, I mean, you've got nominated before, yeah. So. How does the nomination feel, for Legs?
Steve, it's quite emotional for me. I never expected this to happen.
Why? I mean, you've been putting in, you've been doing this for a long time. I think everywhere we go, everywhere I go, Four Legs is always mentioned somehow, somewhere, under someone's breath. Like, yeah, how's Four Legs? And does he actually have 4 legs? What is he calling 4 legs? And every time people see you, like, this guy is actually. Is differently abled, is disabled.
Yes.
And I'm like, yeah, he is. That's why he calls himself 4 legs. But why would he call himself 4 legs? I mean, Tekwe said Tingoko. It's like, no. Why do you call yourself 4 legs?
Okay, just like you've put it, for those that don't know, I move with crutches. So I'm differently abled. That's a new word, right? But
yeah, that's the right thing to say.
In Bemba, Ndichile Mastive.
Yeah, Bemba doesn't have any apologies.
Yeah, Bemba doesn't have that. So for me, that's how the 4 legs came into being. Yeah. But I never expected this nomination for the fact that.
Why though?
I've been labeled controversial. Especially in my presentation. I remember at one time I was at loggerheads with the Football Association of Zambia for speaking the truth.
What did they do to you?
No, I always call myself the servant of the truth, and I speak the truth. And like you say the truth.
Shame the devil ministry. Yes.
So when this nomination came, I was like, what? Me of all people who hasn't been in good books with Faz. So, I mean...
But tell the truth. Were you happy that Andrew Kamanga is no longer there? Tell the truth, shame the devil. Ministries.
Yes, I'm happy.
Then they were right? They were right. You know, I know you like football so much, right? But, usually people who like football can go out there and play Sunday football with their friends. I mean, you've never played. You can never play football.
Yes.
Ever. I mean, your legs do not work. But you're going to have a favorite sport as football. I mean, how does that work?
I was born in a football family.
Okay.
My late dad was a footballer. He played for a team which was called Ndeke Eagles. It was sponsored by Zambia Airways. And then his young brother played for Cowboy Warriors. For those people that have been supporting Cowboy Warriors, I'm sure they know a man who was called Patrick Tembo. I know obviously you have issues with the surname. He used my grandmother's surname instead of my grandfather's surname. He was famously called Partners. So I've grown in football throughout my life.
Okay.
So football has been part of me. It's like it is part of my DNA. I remember my mom telling me at one point to say, if your legs were okay, you were supposed to be a footballer. Yeah.
And you even have a footballer's name. Lamek Zulu. That sounds like a footballer, doesn't
it? So I've understood the game from a young age.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's a rise. I mean, you have the disability that you talk about, and there are also sports for disabled people. I mean, do you care about those sports, or you just look at them like but it's fiable? Are you your own individual?
No, I do. I pay attention, especially for wheelchair basketball, wheelchair tennis. I know that my colleagues that are into that sport obviously need a bit of support. I was a bit disappointed a few weeks ago when I learned that the Wheelchair Basketball Association couldn't pay the affiliation fees, so the team was not allowed to participate in that particular competition. So I think in terms of Paralympics in Zambia, we haven't done so well.
I mean, what type of mentality should you have as someone who's differently abled to navigate in this journalism sector? I know it's not easy sector to be in. I mean, obviously, even just the way. I know sometimes that the elevator here is not working.
Yes.
And you have to go up the stairs
yes.
with your own strength, and
yes.
you have to come down with your own strength. I mean, when you go to the stadiums, you have to, assert your confidence as well. I mean, how do you remain so confident despite all your challenges?
Steve, it's all about your mind. Disability is always in the mind. If you tell yourself you're disabled, then really you're going to be disabled.
I'm disabled.
Yeah. So it's about your mental strength.
Yeah.
This is what works. I've been in situations where people will look down on me because of my disability. But once I'm given a platform, I remember even the time I started radio.
Yeah.
People didn't have confidence in me because what they looked at my disability and not what I could offer. But once I was given a platform and an opportunity, when I was given a microphone, this is when people now realized, oh, so he knows what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I've interviewed coaches who look at you in a certain way. They don't expect you to understand the game so well. I remember one of the coaches that had problems with was George Rwandamina, because I brought out certain things that other journalists were afraid to tell him.
Yeah.
Like especially when he was coaching the national team, I would tell him that was a wrong formation. That we are not going to win a game if you're doing that. Mm-hmm. And he was not comfortable with that. I remember at one time him telling me, and then I remember at one point there are certain things I pointed out about Nkana Football Club. They were not so comfortable about it because I spoke the truth. I said, for as long as you are doing ABCD, you're just wasting your time. And I told them in that particular season, I said, Mwara Puirapa number 8. They didn't like it. I remember, we were doing this show, I remember, Steve.
Yeah.
And they sent a message to Bugsy, I think.
And said something, yeah. I said something about Nkana, and they started sending me inboxes on my Facebook page. I'm like, really? This is threats?
Yeah,
really?
So you see, it's something that I've embraced because I know it's not an easy world out there.
Yeah.
But this is who I am. This is what I was.
Do you plan on being controversial, or you're just a controversial human being?
No, I don't plan. I speak the truth, Steve.
A big round of applause to you, man.
Even Jesus was called controversial.
Controversial. I'm a church man.
So that's one of those things.
Yeah. All right. Hey, thanks, Folex, for joining us on the show. It's always nice to hear that side of you, right? A lot of people don't ask these questions. They see you from afar. They don't ask you. Well, dreaming of a new set of wheels. Well, with Premier Banking by EcoBank, you can get up to 100% financing for your new or pre-owned vehicles with proven resale value. From sleek sedans to rugged SUVs, drive away with confidence and keep your liquidity intact. How do you enjoy, though? Is repayment terms up to 60 months. Competitive interest rates are also available, and financing through approved dealers only. Visit the EcoBank Premier Banking Lounge at Acacia Park head office, and you'll be able to do that as well. And you can email assist@ecobank.co.zm. Oh no, assist@ecobank.com. So that's what you do. Thanks, Folex. And if you want to vote for Folex, don't feel shy. I know a lot of people say, no, to vote, and then you're like, Folex, famous, come vote. Vote for him. Your vote really counts. Let's bring this home for Folex. We want next time after this award ceremony, we call him the award-winning
Four legs.
It's about get over full.
Yeah.
We gotta go. It's 0752. Thanks for joining us.
The Business Snapshot on 88.5 Sun FM.